Hello everybody, Mrs. Germany here with example 2 for real-world sphere problems. Okay, our problem says, a cylindrical container holds 3 balls. The diameter of the container is 4 inches and its height is 10 inches. The diameter of each ball is 3 inch. What is the unused volume of the container? Use 3.14 for pi. Round your answer to the nearest tenth. Okay, this is a real world problem, which means it's actually going to be a little more complicated than we see. We notice right here that we have a cylindrical container and we have 3 balls, okay? So we've got more than just finding the volume of a ball. What they want is they want this unused volume. Okay, the unused volume. So if I want unused volume, first of all, I'm going to need to figure out what's the volume of the container, the cylindrical container, and what's the volume of the balls. Okay, so we're going to start with the volume of the cylindrical container. Now over here I have the volume of the balls, which we're going to come to. So we're going to go ahead and put for the volume of the cylindrical container, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remember cylinders are pi r squared h, okay? And they did tell us down here to use 3.14 for pi. Okay, so now checking out what information I have for my cylinder, all right? I have a diameter right here of 4 inches, and then I have a height of 10 inches. Okay, well, first of all, I need to have my radius, not my diameter. So we've been practicing this. You guys should be getting really good at this by now. All right, and that is that if I know that d equals 4, again, divide that by 2, and so now I know my radius equals 2. All right, so now my radius is 2, my height is 10, and so I'm going to put this all together and find the volume of my container, my cylindrical container. So using 3.14 for pi, 3.14 times my radius squared, which my radius is 2, so I'm going to be 2 times 2, times my height, which is 10, okay? And so now I just put all that in the calculator, 3.14 times 2 times 2 times 10, and I am going to get that this container, the cylinder, has a volume of 125.6. Now units, this is inches, so inches cubed, okay? So this is for right here. This is the volume for my cylinder. Okay, so this is my container. Now, it has inside of it 3 balls. All right, and so now what I need to do is I need to find the volume of one of the balls. All right, and then because there's 3, hint, 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 I'm really just going to multiply by 3 at the end. All right, so again, when I'm finding volume or for a cylinder or for a sphere, excuse me, for my balls would be a sphere. I have radius that I need. So again, let's go right here. Oh, I have diameter is 3 inches. So once again, they did not give me radius, they gave me diameter. So I'm going to again have to make sure that I make that adjustment. So over here, they gave me that my diameter is 3, which I divide by 2, which means my radius is actually 1.5. Okay, so my radius is going to be 1.5. I know what to do with 4/3. I know that pi is going to be 3.14. So I volume equals 4 times pi 3.14 times my radius cubed. Again, remember 3 times. 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5, and then all of this will be divided by 3. Okay, so I go 4 times 3.14 times 1.5 once, 1.5 twice, 1.5 a third time. Divide that then by 3. And so I will find that the volume for a single ball is 14.13. Okay? Now, that right there, as I just said, this is for a single, right? This is a single ball. But it told me that I have 3 of them, so I need to take and I need to multiply this by 3 in order to find the volume of all three of them. So when I multiply that by 3, what I find is that for all three balls, okay, that I end up with 42.39. Okay, this is for three balls because I multiplied it by 3. Okay, now now I go back to this question, the unused. So the entire container has 125.6 inches cubed, and the three balls themselves have 43.39 inches cubed. The unused is whatever would be left over. So this becomes a subtraction problem at this point. All right, so I'm going to take my 140 or 125, excuse me there. Okay, this doesn't erase well. So let me go 125.6. And what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to subtract out my 42.39. All right. And so I take 125.6 in my calculator. I subtract 42.39. And so what I find is that the unused amount, all right, ends up being 83.21. However, they asked me to round to the nearest tenth. Okay, so going back to my rules, tenth is the first decimal place, but what's behind it is a 1, so that just goes completely away. So my unused volume then would be 83.2 inches cubed. All right, 83.2 inches cubed. So I found the volume of the cylinder. I found the volume of a single ball, multiplied it by 3 for the 3 balls. Then I subtract the cylinder minus the volume the balls is taking up to find my unused volume.